Now on BBC World News, Henry Golding is in Malaysia trying to make the most of Kuala Lumpur without spending too much money.
Looking for some savings. I hear you have a KL pass? Hello and welcome to the Travel Show with me, Henry Golding, coming to you this week from Malaysia. Now, to be precise, we're in Kuala Lumpur, and I'm here to see how much of this city can I actually see without burning a hole in my pocket. Now, to do that, I'm going to be armed with one of these. This is a all-new visitor's pass. Now, it claims to offer all sorts of discounts and special promotions, so is it really worth it? And will it help you to make the most out of your trip to somewhere like Kuala Lumpur? That's coming up in a moment, but here's what else is coming up on this week's show.
We go behind the scenes at one of London's grandest hotels as it celebrates its 150th birthday and prepares for Christmas. And Krista heads to Los Angeles to try her hand, quite literally, at a new underground dance craze.
I might make a Glover yet.
But first, 8 million people live here in Malaysia's capital city, Kuala Lumpur, which the locals simply call KL. And earlier this year, the city was named one of the best value for money places in the world to take a 5-star break.
But what if you're like me and you want to see the world without having to blow your budget on one spectacular weekend? Well, there is a new way of taking in the city, one that promises for you to see all the sights and save some money at the same time. Now, this is the KL Pass. It cost me around $37 or about £25, and it promises me some big savings whilst looking around the city. So, I'm going to put it to the test and see if it adds up.
The KL card works much like a prepaid credit card. You get the choice of a 1 or 6-day card, and that gives you a discounted entry to a number of attractions. The more you use it, the more you save. It also doubles up as a discount card at many restaurants in the city. So, let's give it a test.
Right, now this place is amazing. It's an absolute establishment. This is the Colosseum Cafe, built in 1921, and that's pre-World War II. So it's been standing this long. The decor hasn't changed at all, but it's the perfect destination to start off my journey, get some food, some fuel for the afternoon, and taste some of that notoriously delicious Malaysian cuisine. All right, that looks good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Now, the deal here at the Colosseum is that with your KL Pass, you get 10% off the total amount for your bill, which means there are some savings, but of course, this being Malaysia, it is rather cheap anyway and affordable. So how much really are you going to be saving? I'll find out after I demolish this. Woo. I've got my bill. I can see that there's a discount put on for 10%, which means my bill came up to 1985, that's ringgit, which turns out about $4.55 US, about £3. My total savings is 45 cents US and 30p in pounds. So that means, you know, every penny counts, I suppose.
The more you use these cards, the better the value for money. But I would hasten to say, that not all cards actually include public transportation. This means then that some cards, could appear very expensive given the fact that you have to add additional public transport. London is a classic example of this. The London card, the one-day card, is £55. If you want to include public transportation, it will cost an additional £14 for the day. That brings it up to £69. That's a lot of money for one day's pass.
Can I use this?
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Let me send you the one, so number 19.
Now, one thing you do get with the pass itself is a little brochure with all of the attractions, all of the discounts that you can get at the dining experiences, and a lot of suggested itineraries. So it really lets you pack in as much as possible in one day. So where shall I go? Right. So I was looking through the brochure and decided that the next attraction to see was the Butterfly Park. And it does not disappoint. Have a look at this, a little oasis in the middle of the city. Let's go find some butterflies.
This type of pass has its advantages. Here in KL's Butterfly Park, it saved me a few pence. A small saving, but they could add up. So a saving nonetheless. The card has come in handy. The discounts, yes, they're helpful, and if you don't like carrying too much cash or cards around in a strange place, then they're a great idea. But to really get the best value out of these visitor passes, you have to plan your day well and hit the streets early and stay out late, which is great if you're squeezing all that you can out of a destination, but perhaps not so much fun if you like to take your time and explore at your own pace.